The executive powers of the President are broad because of his executional laws and his ordinance, appointment, and removal powers. Today, my colleague and I are interviewing President Barack Obama. Thank you for letting us interview you today. We have a couple facts we want to talk to you about. One of them is, how would you describe executing the law?
As President, I execute the provisions of federal law. The power to do so rests on two brief constitutional provisions. The first is the oath of office, which I swear in when I enter office. And the Constitution's command that he shall take care of the laws and be faithfully executed.
Interesting. So, Mr. President Obama, would you please explain to our viewers what the ordinance power means?
As President, I have the power to issue executive orders. An executive order is a directive, rule, or regulation that has the effect of law. The power to issue these orders, which is the ordinance power, arises from two sources, the Constitution and the acts of Congress.
Now that you've gone over the ordinance power, would you please explain the appointment power?
As President, I name a handful of the 2.7 million federal civil employees. Many of these employees fill the top spots at the White House. With Senate consent, I can name ambassadors and other diplomats, cabinet members and their top aides, the heads of such independent agencies such as the Environmental Protection Agency, all federal judges, U.S. Marshals, and attorneys, as well as all officers of the armed forces.
That is astounding. So, last question before we decide to end. Can you please explain to us what the removal power means to your presidency and your power?
The removal power gives me the power to eliminate or excuse any member from the cabinet with their jobs for incompetence.
Now, can you please explain to our viewers what you mean by incompetence?
Sure. Incompetence falls along the lines of failing to do their job, not showing up, or failure to do their job in the way or manner that I expect them to be.
I see. So, Mr. President, it looks like you have so many jobs to do and so much power. You have different things such as the ability to execute laws, the ordinance power, appointment power, and the removal power. How do you do this? How do you cope up with having this much power?
I will say, being president and all these abilities and powers that I am given, it can take a toll. But I give it my best. I do what I must to make this country better, and I faithfully execute any office or law or power to the best of my ability. Any more questions today?
That's all.
I think we're good.
Thank you for your time. I am President Barack Obama, and I approve this message.